Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Black Shores, and today I wanted to talk about something. Um, I know a lot of people talked about it, but I want to give my own opinions on. I want to give my own opinions on the Raja Jackson situation. So, alright, here's what I will say to start off is I understand what Raja did. What Raja did was wrong. What he did was wrong. It don't matter. It don't matter like how much ridicule and like how much joking that he got from his dad Rampage. Cause here's the thing. Here's the thing. Rampage does what my brother Chris does. He 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 likes to he likes to joke around. He likes to joke around. And sometimes some people may see that as like disrespect. But the thing is, he's just joking. All right, but I feel like it's Raja's fault for taking it to heart, cause I'm pretty sure Rampage Jackson was joking. And people say there's some truth to every joke. I kind of do agree with that. I kind of do agree with that to a certain extent. But I just don't like that people. I just don't agree that people should be coming at Rampage and saying that Rampage is a bad father and that he doesn't deserve children and all this other shit. Because the thing is like Rampage, like he, what he's gonna do is he wants to be a father, and he wants to be there for his kids, and he wants to try to steer them past the wrong direction, from going in the wrong direction. He wants to try to guide them to the right direction. And I know some things about Raja, like Raja got concussion a few days before. I know that his mother died, but the thing is about that is is because I guarantee you, Rampage would never do some shit like this, where he would still be punching an unconscious man. I don't think he would. I don't think he would ever. I don't think he would ever get to that point. You know. And honestly, I I don't fuck with Raja. I don't like Raja. Think Raja's a hoe. I think he's a bully and stuff like this. And people are gonna be like, you wanna say it to his face. Yes the fuck I would. Yes the fuck I would. Because here's the thing, I'm not scared of fucking Raja. I'm not. I'm really not. Because the thing is like, if he beats me to death, like is like I'm the thing is like I don't wanna die, but I'm prepared for it. Because I know that my time is coming. Whether it happens tomorrow or it happens like 30, or whether it happens like 50 years from now. I know my time is eventually going to come. Just like it's going to come for everyone in this household, everyone that's on the internet, and just everyone that lives on this big big green, blue, and brown planet that we call Earth. Like that's just what's going to happen. Like everyone's eventually going to die. And there might be a point some there might be a point somewhere in the future, whether it be 100 years from now or it be thousands or even tens of thousands of years from now, the human race is eventually gonna die. there ain't gonna be no one to inhabit this earth. There eventually is gonna be no one to inhabit this corporeal realm that we call life, and what it means, and what it means, and what it means to have your soul attached to a living vessel. Like, you got the heart, the intestines, you got the appendix. I don't know who the fuck use it. I don't know what this shit is even used for. But you got the intestines, you got the stomach, the heart, the liver, the pancreas. And on the outside you got skin and flesh. You got skin and flesh and bones and nerves and shit. So like, the thing is like, everyone is a vessel, or a meat suit, or the secular vehicle. All right, but the thing that bothers me is that, like, with Raja, cause I don't give a fuck. Cause here's the thing, people need to get this through their thick fucking skull. Ever since I got embarrassed in front of the whole fucking Sterling High School, I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't care. Like, if we're gonna fight, that's just how it's gonna be. But I'm never gonna let no one whoop my ass without me not fighting back ever fucking again. It's not gonna happen. And I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. You could be my brothers. You could be like the homie that lives with us. Like, it don't matter. Like, if it comes down to it, and I really have to do what I have to do, I'm gonna do everything in my power to hurt you. Because I don't play that shit. Alright, I don't play that shit. And you know what? And here's something I'm gonna mention before people try to go in my fucking comments. Here's the thing. I'm not talking about and people are gonna act like I'm trying to be tough. I'm not trying to act tough. I know what I can do. Most of you niggas don't know what I can, bruh. The thing is, most of the people that live with me, they don't know what I can do for real. When it comes to like working and like fighting and wrestling and stuff. Like, they don't like, most of them don't truly know what I'm capable of. And a lot of the times I feel like they try to doubt me and they try to doubt me and act like I'm some sort of pussy. Like I'm not a pussy. Like, if it's non-disciplinary and you're not my parent and you smack me like really hard in the face, or you punch me really hard, I'm gonna hit you back. And you know what that's called? That's called a receipt. That's just the way it is. But back on Raja, I think Raja's a hoe. I think he's a bully, and I think he's a fucking coward for what he did to Stu. I think he's a fucking coward. Because he came behind him, he body slammed him, which made Stu unconscious, and then he stood over him and punched an unconscious man 22 times in the fucking head. That is unexcusable. You don't do shit like that. You don't do shit like that in the wrestling business. You don't do shit like that. And I've seen that there's a lot of blame that is circulating. Not only is Raja getting blamed, Rampage Jackson's getting blamed, AJ Mana's getting blamed, Psycho Stu himself is getting blamed, and the promotion that it happened at, you know what? It's not just Raja's fault. It's a couple of other people's fault. Like the only person that's not at fault is Psycho Stu and Douglas. Douglas is the one who saved Stu from getting beat to death. He's the one that saved him. Alright, I fuck with Douglas. And I fuck with Douglas and Psycho Stu. Both of them are warriors. And I have nothing but respect for them. The fact that they were actually in the military to fight for their country. Even though I have my own opinions on why you would want to fight. I mean, I kind of understand why you would want to fight for your country, but like America. But honestly, I'm not really tripping about it cuz it could be way worse. But you know some that's speaking on the military stuff, you know what makes me upset? It makes me upset that like I've noticed in America, like I've noticed that they don't treat their veterans the best. My father is a prime example of this. He was in the military for fucking 8 years. Yeah, he got a check. Yeah, he got a check, but he wasn't treated as well as he should have. And that's what caused him to go down a dark path. That ultimately took his life away from him. And I don't hate the military. I don't have no envious feelings about it. I just wish I just wish my dad, I just wish my father and other veterans, I just wish they were compensated and they were treated better. Because they deserve that shit. Like, the military took so much away from my dad. They took his best friend away from him. They took spending time with family away from him. They took his mental health away from him. They took his physical capabilities away from him. What I mean by physical capabilities is like his physicality in the beginning of military training. He lost a lot of weight. He was like around 200 pounds with mostly muscle. He had really good stamina. That man could swim really well. His he had good reflexes and coordination for the most part. Um, when he entered in the military, I'm pretty sure my oldest brother Cody, he was probably either already born on he was probably either already born on or on the way to be born. You know? But I respect Psycho Stu and Doug for what they did to this country. Because here's my thing, no matter how I feel about it, no matter how I feel about it, no matter how I feel about it, cuz here's the thing, I'm not shitting on I'm not trying to shit on veterans or shit on the military. You know who I'm shitting on? I'm shitting on the government. Because it's the government's job to try to fucking be there for their fucking veterans that fought for this fucking country for years or even fucking decades. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous. That it's ridiculous that they don't, because people are gonna say, well, why should they care? They should care. You know why? Because if it wasn't for our veterans, America would have been fucked a long time ago. We would have got fucking invaded by Russia, China, and shit like that. We would have gotten invaded already, and they would have took over. And we would have been fucked. We would have been fucked. So our soldiers and veterans are very fucking valuable. To make sure that America doesn't get claimed by other countries. And that we don't get caused any more problems than we already have. Why do you think like sex offenders and stuff don't come here? And why they go to the Philippines or Taiwan or some shit? Because the age of consent there is fucking different and they won't get in trouble. The police won't do shit. The government won't do shit because they don't really care. I mean, here's the thing. In the US, we have that problem. But in the US, we actually crack down a lot more on that. We actually crack down. Like, yeah, we may not give, a lot of the time, we may not give them the sentences that, we may give them, like, sentences that are, like, fugazi. But at least we sentence them. And we don't let them run around free. Like Ian Watkins, I feel like he should have gotten life in prison. But not only that, he should have gotten a one-way ticket to the wood chipper. But you know what they gave him? They gave him 35 years. 35 years. Which is actually pretty decent. But I felt like he should have gotten more. Or he should have gotten the death penalty. But that's neither here or there. I got off topic, I'm sorry. But I don't know, this shit is crazy, bro. Like, you can't really blame Rampage, because Rampage tried to be there. Because the thing is, Rampage is like my brother. Like, my brother Chris. Chris likes to make jokes, and sometimes he even likes to tease you. But they're just jokes. Alright? Like, they're not meant to be taken seriously. Hence why I rarely ever took them seriously. I did when I was like a child, but now when he makes jokes like that, even if they're fucked up jokes, I just laugh because it's funny. It's funny. But it's Raja's fault. It's Raja's fault because Raja decided to take matters into his own fucking hands. And I understand that they should have told him and broke down what a receipt was. And then people are going to be like, oh, but he already knew what a receipt was. Okay, if he knew what a receipt was, then why when he didn't even really get hit with that fucking beer can. Like, Psycho Stu Psycho really hit his fucking hand. It didn't even touch him. It didn't even touch him. Alright? It didn't touch him. But I'm gonna try to go through as many angles of people's arguments as I can off the top of my head. Alright, so like, Psycho Stu, he didn't even really hit him, but you could say that he hit him. But that was one fucking time. And then he fucking apologized 3 different times, and they shook hands, and Psycho Stu thought everything was good. And Raja was there, he was there like, okay, I understand, I get it now. I get it now. Okay, but if you got it now, why the fuck when they give you the cue, if everything was good, why didn't you stop at the body slam? Why didn't you stop there? But you didn't. You kept on going. And then you got on top of him and hit him with some ground and pound like this is fucking UFC 3 for Xbox One. Like, what the fuck are niggas doing, bro? This shit's gonna get me tight. And I don't want to hear shit because, like, because this is my way of getting my feelings about this out. Because I've had this shit bottled in ever since I first saw the fucking video. Cause I held my tongue. I held my tongue when I first saw the video, and what I wanted to do, I wanted to wait until most, if not all, the information came out that I can talk about. So I held my tongue, and I picked today to be the day where I finally addressed this shit. Because this shit happened like, this shit didn't even happen like a week ago. And I ain't talking about that Bobby Shmurda song. But this shit didn't even happen a week ago. It happened like 5-6 days ago. Maybe less. But I decided to talk about this. Because, like, that was just a cowardly thing to do. Like, he's trusting you with his body. And you know what you did? You got all fucking butthurt, and you took advantage of that. Because people don't understand. Wrestling is not the same thing as, like, being in the fucking street or outside of the business. It's not the same thing. There's rules and regulations that you have to follow. There's guidelines and there's boundaries. Raja went way above and beyond and crossed both of those guidelines and boundaries by like tens of feet. He like, that's what he did. He crossed the boundaries. Like, you don't fucking do shit like that, alright? It's not okay. Especially when you're dealing with a veteran who had PTSD, and the reason he's wrestling is because the reason he started wrestling is because it made it a lot easier for him to adjust to civilian life. That's why he started wrestling. He started wrestling after he left the military in 2009. 2009. So what's that? So he's been wrestling for almost 20 years at this point. You know? But I don't know, man. The situation's just fucked up, bro. And people can't really blame Rampage, because Rampage tried to be there for his children. He really did. The thing is he would joke about him, and he would joke and tease a lot, but that doesn't give you the fucking right. And then you want validation. You want validation? Bro, these are niggas on the internet, bro. Like, I get it, because I used to be like this, but I'm not like this anymore, because I don't care anymore. I don't care. If you think I'm a bitch, then you can think I'm a bitch. But if you really want to test me, then come. Because if you show up to my house, we can go in the backyard and we can handle it. Fuck is you talking about? We can handle it. We can handle it like men. Or if you don't, and there could be a thing of talking it out. Nah. There is no talking it out when you calling me a bitch and you're trying to test me. There is no talking it out. Fuck that. Because we're gonna go and we're gonna handle it. And that's one of the ways that you're supposed to handle it. After y'all fight, y'all shake hands, and then y'all go y'all separate ways. You don't have to be friends, you don't have to hold hands. But hopefully by the end of the fight, both of you respect each other. Or maybe not, I don't know. But it's not Rampage, it's not really his fault. Cause to me it's Raja's fault for taking it so fucking personally. Like he was, and the thing is like this is premeditated attempted murder. Is basically what Raja did in the ring. That is premeditated attempted murder. Because I saw the stream when he was in the front row. He was literally talking about, he was planning this shit. He was talking about what he was gonna do and how he was gonna do it, and he was talking about his plan. Then when he got the cue, he went in there and executed the plan. And executed the plan exactly how he thought it should have been handled in his mind. Which was a hard as fuck body slam and 2 punches on an unconscious man. That was his plan. And he executed it. And who else I'm gonna blame? I'm gonna blame all of the other wrestlers except for Douglas. That were sitting outside of the ring. Or, well, one of them was in the ring, but the other ones were outside of the ring. But no one except for Doug fucking did anything. They just fucking stood there and watched. I don't care if you're in shock. If that's your homie, you go in there and you fight about him. Or you protect him. Or both. Like, you protect him and you fight about him. You don't just sit there and, I don't care if you're in shock, you just don't sit there and let the nigga just go bing, 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 bing. Like, you don't, like, come on, man. Get it together. Get it together. My nigga, like, damn. And what the fuck, and AJ, I'm gonna get on AJ's ass too. AJ Mana, I'm gonna get on his ass too. Because it's mainly Raja's fault, but some blame can be placed on that. Some blame can be placed on AJ Mana and all the wrestlers that were out there except for Douglas. Because Douglas was the only person that did anything. But AJ Mana, you, even though he already had this in his mind, you were antagonizing him and egging him on. And you didn't explain exactly what a receipt was. A receipt, here's the thing, a receipt ain't, okay, I'm gonna show y'all. A receipt is not, that's not a receipt, my dog. Especially, okay, this is like the Ken, especially when he did the, you know, like, come on, man. Come on, man. That's not a receipt. If he goes like that, if he goes like, you can go like this, then you can get up and you can be like, okay, everything's done. Then you can walk away. But nah, he did the demonstration that I showed probably like a little over a minute ago. When he went like this, then he went pop, 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 pop. Like, that's not a receipt. That's not a receipt at that point. That is premeditated attempted murder. Because he planned this shit. And he had this shit building up. And then he decided to take it out on Psycho Stu. You know? here's the thing. This is mainly Raja's fault. I don't want to hear anyone blaming Psycho Stu. It's not his fault. I don't think it's his fault. And here's, you know, something else that pissed me off. What fucking Mark Henry's little Precious built has said, bro. What his little Precious male Precious built has said. If Precious was a male that was bald, it would be Mark Henry. But what pissed me off about what he said is he tried to put all the blame on Psycho Stu, and then he said some bullshit like back then, if you lost a fight, you would lose your job. What the fuck does that have to do with premeditated attempted murder? What does that have to do with anything? That shit made no sense. That shit made zero sense. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, dude? Like, that was premeditated attempted murder. Like, that man Raja literally tried to kill a man in the ring because he got butthurt about how his relationship with his father was. Like, he got butthurt over teasing and jokes. Like, are we actually for real right now? And I know his mother died and that he got a concussion, but that's no excuse. That's no excuse. Cause here's the thing people need to understand. I don't try to be a tough guy. I know what I can do. Most people don't know what I can do, but I know what I can do deep down. I know what I can do. Michael? And I know what I can be capable of. Michael? Yeah. What are you talking about? I'm venting right now. But yeah. But yeah, but I can't really remember well, there's one fan that was talking about how they placed the blame on Psycho Stu. But here's the thing, Psycho Stu, he thought Raja was a worker. Because he had the camera and everything. That's why he did that. And then when he realized he wasn't a worker, he felt bad. And that's why he said sorry like fucking 5 times. Because he felt bad. He felt like shit because of what he did. And still he was gonna get a receipt. But I ain't gonna lie. All he should have gone was the... And then it could have ended there. But nah, he got on top of him and punched an unconscious man. Like, you're a fucking coward. Are we serious? You're a fucking coward. And like, you literally slammed him when his back was turned. Like, you're a fucking coward. You're an idiot. And I don't care if Rampage gets mad, because here's the thing, I love Rampage Jackson. I at least when it comes to fighting, and I think Rampage is funny as hell. Like, I think he's good at comedy. You know? Especially when he was talking to that one chick and he was like, nah, you ain't getting no dick tonight. I'm not in the mood. Like, that shit was funny. And she kept on trying to grab at his dick, and he's just like, no. I told you, no dick tonight. I told you. You know? Like, that was funny. And I watched a couple of other of his funny moments, and them shits were funny. You know? And you can't blame Rampage, because Rampage, he does not condone what his son did. He obviously feels like shit about it. He don't know how to feel about it exactly. He don't know how to feel about it fully. Like, it just doesn't sit right with him. Even though he knows, even though he knows what transpired what transpired for him to get to that point. Cause here's my thing for Raja. I think Raja, he just does not need prison. He does not just need prison, but he also needs someone to talk to. He also needs, cause here's the thing. Raja is 3 years older than me, but I'm more mature than he is. I'm more mature than he is. I guarantee that shit. I guarantee that shit. Cause personally, I don't care how mad I get. If someone's unconscious, I'm just gonna leave it alone. I'm just gonna leave it alone. If it's someone that's outside, if it's anyone that's not a sex offender, like if they're unconscious, I'm just gonna leave them there, and I'm not gonna approach it any further. I'm gonna be like, okay, I won. He's unconscious. I'll wait for him to wake up so I can talk to him about this, and maybe we can squash our beef and talk about our differences. You know? But not only that, but Roger's gonna have to apologize. And he's gonna have to give Psycho Stu and his camp some financial compensation. Well, I don't know. Well, there's a good chance he doesn't have much money anyways. But his father does. His father does. His father's a fucking millionaire. He's a fucking millionaire, and he makes a lot of money. From streaming on Kick. So maybe Rampage can probably figure something out. But here's what I am gonna say. You know what should have happened in my opinion. I feel like he shouldn't have been there in the first place. I feel like he shouldn't have been there in the first place. I feel like he should have. I feel like he should have been stopped from going to that wrestling show, and I feel like he should have just stayed home and just rested. Just stayed home and rested, and maybe like train, but don't do like sparring. Do like some light training. You know, you can do jump rope, you can do push ups, you could do the punching bag, the speed bag. You can practice your kicks on the punching bag and stuff. You know? Like something to get your anger out, something. That's why I say if niggas have anger issues, niggas who have anger issues, them niggas need punching bags. Them niggas need punching bags that never break. That's what them niggas need. Cause and not just that, I mean, and here's the thing with Rampage. I'm not gonna say Rampage is the best parent, but to call him a bad parent and a piece of shit parent who doesn't deserve to have kids is blasphemous. It's absolutely blasphemous, and it's bogus as hell. It's bogus as hell. Like Rampage is he's not father of the year material, but he tries his best, just like my father did. My father tried his best. And that's all you can ever ask for out of a parent, is that they try their best. Like, my father tried his best to raise us for. He tried his best. But it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard when you're battling a lot of personal demons, and then eventually they consume you. And it's very hard to get out of that predicament. It's very hard. And I feel like he could have done more to get out of that, but like the thing is like thing is he pretty much got to a point in his life where he pretty much felt like there was really nothing else to live for. Except for his kids. Except for his kids. Which is me, McKaylee, my brother Chris, and my oldest brother Cody. Like we were one of the only things that he wanted to live for at that point. There wasn't really anything else he wanted to live for at that point. And and he and he and he and then he did what he did on that faithful day, and it ended up, and he ended up losing his life because of it. And that's just very unfortunate. That's just very unfortunate. But Rampage Jackson, he tried his best. He tried his best, or he tried to do the best he could. It's just that his son was pushing him away. How do you really think Rampage is gonna feel? His son literally pushed him away, and he didn't really want to be around Rampage. He didn't really want to be around him. He just wanted to go do his own thing. He just wanted to. I don't blame him for wanting to do his own thing, but I feel like with Raja, I feel like there was a shadow that was casted over him. Like Raja, I feel like he felt like he had to try to one up his father. That he wanted to be a better fighter than he was. He wanted to be a better fighter than he was. But yeah, the situation's just all fucked up, man. It's just all fucked up. But I'm probably gonna go for now. I'm probably gonna go for now. I I think I got everything out. I'm pretty sure I got everything I want to get out because I've been recording for almost fucking 43 minutes. And I've just been sitting here talking for over 40 minutes. I've just been sitting here talking. But the thing is, I know that there's people that are not going to watch the whole video. And they're instantly going to dislike it and be like, oh my god, why didn't you forget? Like, shut the fuck up, bro. Shut up. People need to understand. I have bad memory. I forget shit. Sometimes I forget my own fucking name. How is that even possible? How is that even possible? It doesn't make sense. How is that even possible? And it's not like I have a complicated name. My name is simple. My name is Michael. That's Michael. 9 letters. Well, wait. Michael. No, that's 7 letters. My fault. 7 letters. Well, it's like 7 or 8 letters. So it's pretty simple. Sorry, I don't know why I said 9 letters. I don't know why I said that. I'm sorry. But yeah, but nah, 7 to 8 letters is how many letters my name is. 7 to 8 letters. Like, Michael's not that hard of a name to remember, but sometimes I forget my own name. Like, I'll literally be sitting down and I'm like, wait. I've been like, wait, what the fuck was my name again? And I would sit there for like 5-10 minutes, and then it would finally hit me. Like it would finally hit me, like, and then it's like, okay, my name is Michael. My name is Michael. You know, like sometimes sometimes I forget names, I forget faces, I forget songs, I forget titles, I forget thumbnails, I forget events, I forget parties, I forget birthdays. Like there's just a lot of shit that I forget, and then I end up remembering again later on. You know, but yeah. I think I'm fucking done. I'm done. I think I pretty much got everything I wanted to say about this situation. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Y'all can do anything y'all put your minds to. I believe in you. I love y'all so much, and I'll see y'all in the next video or stream or whatever. Love y'all. Peace.